Coming down off another mountain. It's I think Monday, April 7th. I think. I can't believe I already lost time. But sorry. All day yesterday was storms, constant downpour, major storm in the evening, and a major storm early in the morning. I was actually fine with the water, with the rain and all, except the first storm came in, and the wind, the first huge gust, popped one of my tent stakes. And I'm finding with these Durstons that the pressure that holds up, the roof is very well balanced among all points. But when you lose one, man, you can easily lose the whole tent, especially in that kind of wind. Because it was about 5:30 when it hit. This is yesterday morning. And I actually heard the tent stake pop out of the ground. And the tent on the one side started to come down. And when that comes down, the rainfly lifts up, so rain starts coming in the bottom. So basically, I had everything laid out in my tent because the weather had said there wasn't going to be any rain until the afternoon. So I figured I'd have all my clothes ready and put them on in the morning, and only my emergency dry clothes were ever kept, packed away in a waterproof bag. So everything else is out, and it gets soaked. And I'm desperately holding up one side of the tent for half an hour. I can't even move because if I let go, that side's going to get soaked, and that side's where my sleeping bag is. And sleeping bags generally don't like to be wet. So that was a fine how do you do in the morning. I got up, got everything packed, soaking wet. Tent was just dripping. And I hiked to, this was at Gerard Gap. No, good God, I'm already lost. Baggs Creek Gap is where this happened. And then from there, I hiked to Low Gap or Low Creek Gap. I don't know, I just left there this morning. And actually stayed in a shelter. There were so many of us. There were 9 of us in a shelter built for like 5. Oh, and on top of the 9 of us, there was a dog. Adorable dog named Athena. If they pass me here, which they probably will at some point, I will try to get a shot of Athena. She's adorable. The only time she really whimpers or makes any fuss is when she really wants to get on trail, and everyone else is just taking too damn slow. But she's so cool. So yeah, I'm hiking from Low Gap Shelter down to Unicoi Gap. It's about 9.5 miles, and then I'm going into town on a shuttle because I need to dry everything out. I didn't want to go into town so fast. It's only been a week, but it's soaked. And I've been able to keep the damn tent up. I could have stayed out here longer, but I don't really blame Durston. I think I probably pitched it in a hurry and didn't really make sure that every single point was, positioned exactly right. I don't know. I'm sure it wasn't a design flaw. I'm still learning all the ins and outs on this particular tent, but it does make me miss those tents that you can just throw and they pop open, little boy's first tent type set. Those are great. Probably would have died in something like that, but the ease of setup would have been great. Anyway, I've talked for way too damn long. I need to haul ass because the shuttle driver said there's actually a few mountains between Low Gap and Unicoi Gap, so I best move. I will stop and show you something if it deserves it. Otherwise, there's nothing too, mind-boggling in all this mist. And I will just talk to you when I get settled in Helen, Georgia. See you soon, I guess. Bye. Okay, this is definitely worth interrupting your regularly scheduled whatever, because this is so cool. Got a huge ass tree to climb under. Well, not really for me, because, I'm short enough. But check this out. come around that bend, go into that tree, and it's a big fucking waterfall. When there's no torrential downpour the day before, this probably isn't like all that much. I don't know, maybe some. But I mean, this is majestic as hell. Look at that, and then it just keeps dropping down. The sound is incredible. In fact, it's so strong, you might not even be able to hear my voice right now. You're welcome. Wow. I won't lie, I had a hard day yesterday. It was having a hard step right now. But it was probably the most challenging day I've had in a long time. But even in the worst of it, I couldn't help but finding little things that kind of made me keep going. Like, look how the little grass and plants along the side of the trail are really starting to get vibrantly green. You know, spring is definitely setting in here, and kept seeing little flowers that would be defying the rain at the time. I got to the top of one of the mountains, and there was some hawk out in the mist. I couldn't see it at all, but it was like he was just outside my visual reach, which wasn't very far, but his calls were just magical. It was very humbling and kind of made me, keep perspective that, yeah, I'm in a downpour. I am soaked through. I have no clean, dry place to sleep tonight. And that's okay. I've got places to sleep. They're just not clean and dry. And it just kind of reminded me of the thinking that you often need to have, that some people will say, oh, count your blessings. Well, I mean, the sentiment at its core is true. The Hallmark Channel woven on a Hobby Lobby throw pillow packaging of count your blessings just reeks of, I don't know, something I don't like. But at its core, there's the idea that no matter how bad shit gets, there is something somewhere at all times that, you can look at and go, huh, okay, that's nice. And maybe it takes those really awful moments for you to start recognizing the little things that you might not have even seen, let alone put a full evaluation on, as far as like how nifty they could be. Like these birds. They're so cool. But I gotta go. If more cool stuff comes up, I'll let you know. I think I tried to talk about the white blazes a couple days ago, but if I remember correctly, the video got kind of cut off early. But I was saying how every time I see one of these guys, I give it a little nod and say, how you doing, brother? Think about the one white blaze just keeping pace with me all the way to Maine. If I don't see him for a while, I start to think, oh shit, one of us done fucked up, and it's probably me. But then I see another one, and it's, just a little mental game where it's the same one again. It's like, hey, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you again. So yeah, just he and I, all the way to Maine. The sun is out, and I don't know if you can see, the way it's sparkling off the moving water in real life. It looks amazing. It's very sparkly and undulating. I just don't know if it's going to translate on the camera. I hope so. Even there's a little trickle. You might not be able to hear that, but so peaceful. All right, Rocksylvania, my ass. I don't know why Pennsylvania gets such a bad rap. These are some seriously rocky mountains down here in Georgia. I swear, my knees are doing way better than I expected. The killer, other than my heart on the uphills, has really been my depth perception. I can't believe it. Like, I really struggle to figure out where the hell the next footfall should be. And like, I've stumbled many times, caught myself, countless times. And I've actually fallen a few times. And I don't think it's because my legs are weak or even that the terrain is like super terrible. It's just my fucking depth perception. We wouldn't even think it would be a big deal, but I guess it is. So let's go see if I can get through this without breaking an ankle. I think I can, but probably not without a lot of cursing. Sorry. Just doing a little ridge walking and trying to hold the camera steady. Apparently I can do one or the other. I think I'm only just over 2 miles from Unicoi Gap. That's a really good number, considering I was like 9.7 away when I first checked in the morning. So we closing in. I had myself a Pop-Tart. I've had 3 packs of Pop-Tarts in 2 days. There's just something about them that is very comforting. Still have plenty of other food, and I still eat it. But always try to make room for those. Whoa, shit! Make room for those rocks that are gonna break my leg. But make room for those Pop-Tarts because they are just quickly becoming very comforting food. Now I'm out of Pop-Tarts, and I'm sad. I'm sure I can find more in Helen. So let's try and get there as fast as we can, eh? Woo! I've made it to Unicoi Gap, alive and well. It's like over 2 hours early to get into town, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But the real challenge is getting across this highway. It looks dead right now. But that traffic stopped the second I hit record. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know if I die.